Hi, my name is Crystal, and
Kristen.
I'm glad that you came in today. I'm going to go over a couple of policies, and then we can kind of talk about why you're here, okay?
Okay.
Um, the first thing I like to do is go over our HIPAA, confidentiality, privacy kind of stuff. Um, in our packet that you completed before you came back here, there was a release that you filled out for us to be able to talk to your primary care doctor. So that's one instance that we can share your information because you gave us your permission. Um, you also would be asked if you were going to be recorded for any reason. You know, I can't think of anything right now. But if something were to come in the future, we would have you consent to that ahead of time.
Okay.
There's a couple of situations where we can't maintain confidentiality, and that is if we think you're going to harm yourself or somebody else, because we have to protect everybody.
Okay.
And there's also if there's suspected or reported child abuse or dependent adult abuse, then we have to report that too because we're mandatory reporters. But anyhow, there's more details in here, and it's the same kind of a policy you'd get at the hospital or the dentist or any doctor.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
There's one other thing that we go over too, and that's the rights and responsibilities for everybody. We want to treat everyone with dignity and respect and make sure that you know you can have input into your care. We encourage you to let us know if something's working or not, and be open and honest with us so we can help you the best way that we can.
Okay.
There's a lot of detail to the rights and responsibilities in the book, but essentially it's the same rights and responsibilities as anybody else, and we just want you to participate in your treatment. Okay?
Great.
So that will go home with you too. And the last part is our big handbook. There's a lot of information in here about grievance procedures if you're unhappy about the way something goes when you're here. It kind of gives you instructions on how to address that. And there's also some other informational paragraphs in here just about different programs that we offer in different locations. But what I like to point out to everybody is the back page has our clinic phone numbers for scheduling or canceling appointments.
Okay.
There's also a list of crisis numbers in here and advocacy numbers in case you need help with an issue or you want to report something or you have a crisis you need to deal with before you come in.
I'll take that.
Mm-hmm. So with all that being said, what are you needing today? What kind of service or help are you looking for?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. People have been telling me that I need to get therapy because a couple times I've, said that I felt depressed and things like that, and so, I don't know if I really need therapy, but people keep saying that, so.
Okay. How long has that been going on?
About 2 years now.
Okay. Have you ever had therapy in the past?
No, I've never gone to therapy.
Okay. Why do you think it is that people are asking you to come into therapy? Did something happen specifically?
Right. So yeah. So I have like really bad depressive days, or like days where like I just can't get out of bed. And I just recently lost my job, and something that my ex-employer said to me when we were having this big conversation about whether I was going to stay or not was something to the effect of like that my mental health was keeping me from doing the job that I need to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I, like I stay in bed a lot. I have a hard time getting up. I don't know. I don't really like enjoy doing the things that I used to enjoy doing. So.
Okay. What are some things that you did enjoy doing?
Well, I really used to really like my job. I'm a nail tech, and I'm really artistic. So I really, I like drawing and art and things like that, and crafting and those kinds of things. But lately here, I haven't been doing any of that. And my job was at a nail salon, and but like I said, I had those problems, and I recently lost my job. So.
Okay, do you have any plans of working again?
I do. I hope to get another job, but I don't really know. Like, that's one reason why I want to maybe try this out to see if I need to, like, fix some things in my life before I go back to work. Because I feel like I'll have the same problem again if I don't.
Okay. So I'm just going to kind of explain a little bit of how the process works here. When people come in here the first time, we kind of try to see like what kind of issues are going on and what you've tried before, what you're interested in. I can make a note for the therapist so that when you come in for service, they'll kind of have an idea of some things that you want to work on and a direction to go with you.
Sure.
The first time that people come in, they do like a social background to get more information and get kind of a picture of your whole life story up to this point, and figure out things that you tried, things that worked, things that didn't. And we want you to participate with us so that we can figure out a plan, like how to move forward. What are you looking for? Where do you want to get to from here? And then after that, you'll come back and see the therapist regularly.
Okay.
Whether you want to see the psychiatrist or not is something that you can talk to the therapist about when you do your initial assessment. If they're worried for you or they think that maybe you could benefit from that, they might ask you about putting a referral into a psychiatrist. You know, like if you're depressed or something, they might think a medicine could help.
Okay.
But they'll cross that bridge when you get there.
Okay.
But anyway, if there's anything that I can do for you in between your appointments, you're welcome to come in and see me.
Okay.
I'm not a licensed therapist or anything, but I have some education and background in mental health, and I'm always available for crisis intervention.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Pretty close.
Did you shut it
I
off?
was. I hope it got the whole thing.